So I have to admit, I'm confused on how I feel right now. As an NFL fan, as a sports fan, well, there are certain feelings that we're used to. There's the joy of victory, there's the crushing agony of defeat, there's disappointment, there's hope. Um, all of those are things that football fans typically feel throughout the course of a season or a lifetime. The past 2 weeks for the Cincinnati Bengals have been, I don't even know what to say. I don't know how to feel. They are two games in which the Bengals have gone out there and absolutely just dominated their opposition. Now, granted, they're playing some pretty crappy teams right now, which also adds to the confusion. But yeah, yesterday they beat the Arizona Cardinals 37-14, 6-10 on the season, second win in a row. Obviously, it's all for nothing at this point. They're just running out the string. I do believe I saw they cannot draft lower than the 15th, so there's not a lot of variation in terms of where they draft. And also, they're not going to fire anybody, so I can't be like, okay, I want us to get crushed in these games so that they fire the staff. They're all coming back. I'm about 98% sure of that. So, really, right now, I guess I'm just watching football. And yes, they're winning convincingly. Am I joyous? Not really. I mean, the stuff that's happening is stuff that, you know, largely you've come to expect out of this offensive core. But if anything, it's frustrating because when healthy, especially this year, I believe this team would have won the AFC North, despite their flaws on the defensive side of the ball, which honestly have improved. But so right now, what we are seeing, and yes, there's no pressure, and yes, they're playing bad teams, is we're seeing a team with a great quarterback and a great core around him. So they ran into an opponent yesterday, the Cardinals, who were just absolutely pathetic. So the Bengals went out there, they handled their business. They're 6-10. So in a sense, it's nice to see everything come together, even though it doesn't really mean anything, quote unquote. But also, it's a little frustrating because it definitely makes you wonder what could have been. And it also makes you wonder, where was this in the Jets game? Where was this at other times? One or two games really could have turned around and changed the fortunes of this team. And then what we would have had are games that, against lesser teams that I would have liked our chances, but maybe those games would have meant something. So, yeah, that's all I have for right now. It's just a confusing time for Bengals fandom. I think we can watch these games and have some hope for next year because we have the core. We have an improving defense. But obviously for this season, that doesn't mean anything. But, yeah, all in all, great effort by everybody. Other than Geno Stone. He won't be on the team next year. But team's playing well. One more game left against the Cleveland Browns, and then there's still a lot of work to do. Let's not forget that. There was still a lot of work to do to improve this team. And they had the cap space, and between the free agency and the draft, their work's cut off for them. But, yeah, I just want to come in here and just sort of discuss my confusion on how to feel and what to think right now. But anyway, if you guys have any comments or anything you'll leave behind, feel free to do so. Until next time, I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.